What up? We're about to start grilling up something here on the Weber Genesis. Just waiting for the temperature to get back up. I just scraped it all down and gave it a good cleaning. I sprayed some of this non-stick spray on it to keep our meats good and from sticking all of it. And tonight we're about to make this right here. This is a marinated London broil. It's been sitting in there for 24 hours. So let's throw this bad boy on here. We're up over 500. Oh yeah, look at that grill. Alright, so let's see if we can do this, because this is going to be tricky to do one-handed. Dude, just grill it. Alright, well, I'm getting there. Just chill out. There's our meat. I'm going to use my trusty tongs here to pull the meat out. And it's tough to do one-handed while holding the phone. Alright, here we go. Look at that. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I used to be a cook, a chef in the restaurant. And one of the things is, yeah, listen to that sizzle. Yeah. Is getting those good grill marks and how to do that. So what you want to do is get your stuff on a high heat. Really, really high heat. Oh, look. I cut the bag a little too close and melted it. Oops, sorry. But get your grill at a really, really high heat. And the key is to let it sit and not be moving it so much, which is really torture when you can smell it, and keeping the lid closed. Especially I found on this Weber, the way that they designed them is to let the smell goods come through, and the way the smoking works around there to give it more flavor. And I found that it actually gives, it's on high. It'll go back up if I let it sit to about 700. It's just because I had the lid open right now. But you want to let it sit for a good minute or so. Then, you'll see here in a second, I'll take the tongs and do it. And I don't know about you guys, but do you prefer cooking with tongs? Or do you like using a spatula or fork? What do you use when you're cooking? Me, I've become so used to using these. It's just like an extension of my hand everywhere I go. And so that's what I use whenever I'm grilling, like a villain. Which that's what we're doing here tonight. So we give it about a minute, and you can see the temperature's rising back up. And so what we're going to do now, this is how you get those perfect diamonds. So you see how it's sitting on the grill right now. We're going to take it, and we're going to just get it unloosened first, kind of sticking a little bit, and then lay it back down. But you see now, I've kind of turned it to a 45-degree angle instead of straight across. We're going to let that sit now for another minute or two. And watch it, when I flip it over in a minute or two, you're going to see perfect diamond grill marks. So, anyway, this is the exciting part where we don't have anything to do. So let's just see. Man, there's a lot of ducks out here in the pond. I don't know if you can see them. Let's see if we can get it to focus a little bit better. Come on, focus in. There. So there's a family of ducks there on the right. Another family of ducks there. Another family of ducks there. And there were geese here earlier today. There was like 30 of them. And it was ridiculous. And they get in your yard and they poop everywhere, and that really just annoys the mess out of you. But check out this. This is the pond. Yeah, duck does go good. But they have baby ducklings. I couldn't do that. My kids would scream and cry like forever. Oh, here comes one of the families. What is funny is we get like gangs of ducks down here, and it's like the Bloods and Crips out on the water. And they get like after each other and fight. But I live here in Myrtle Beach, and so this is kind of the view that I've got in the backyard. It's kind of nice. There's a nice little pond in the back here. Water view. Yeah. So anyway, we've given it a minute. You see the temperature. The temperature's just not staying up. So, oh, I know what's wrong here. There we go. We had turned off some of the, don't call the ducks thugs. No, they're gangsters. So anyway, we've given it a couple minutes on each side. No, those aren't outbuildings. Those are houses, actually. So we've given it a minute or two. So check this out now when I flip it over. Let's get it loose here. Look at that. And you see the diamond here starting to form. My grill, I forgot to turn back on some of the heat. So what I'm making is, this is a London Broil that was marinated for 24 hours. I found this recipe online, and it's like Miss Cat's marinade for London Broil. It is the bomb. It is, you use some balsamic vinegar, Worcestershire, soy sauce, olive oil, garlic, pepper, soy, and they call for rosemary. I don't put the and garlic. They call for rosemary, but I don't use rosemary because, well, there's nobody in my family likes rosemary. So we skip that part. But you just make the marinade up, score your meat, stick it in, and just let it sit. And it makes a pretty phenomenal tasting London Broil. You know, London Broil is one of the cheaper cuts of meat. But if you marinate it and you cook it right, the key is too many times we overcook it and then it's shoe leather. So we want to get this just to like a medium rare temperature. Now my wife will take it and likes it a little bit more medium well. So usually what I try to do is get one side on the hot spot, let that cook. Try by rye whiskey in the recipe. Okay, yeah, I might have to give that a taste. But yeah, here's the Weber. This is the Weber Genesis. It's about a year old now. This is an awesome grill. And then over here, under this is my new toy. It's an electric smoker. I made a baked butt on it the other day. Oh my gosh, it was awesome. What's cool with it being the electric is you can just plug it in and let it go. Alright, so yeah, you can see now the temperature's starting to come up quicker. That's what we want. Alright, so we let it sit one side for a while at a 45. And also, if you notice, what I'm doing is I'm moving it around the grill so that we're hitting it on the bare new spots that are really, really hot. So we're going to take it now. Oh yeah, listen to that sizzle. The other big key is this. When you're making meats, you want to let your meats come to room temperature before you throw them on. It will make the hugest of difference in your meats. Now this one I didn't have time to let sit out for about 20 minutes. We were over at the pool, and I've got 3 hungry children in there and a wife that's getting hangry. Don't tell her I said that, but she's hangry right now. Yeah. But we're going to just give this like another minute or two, and it'll probably be about finished. I don't know, do you guys know how to do the, yeah, man, Duffy, if I could do smell-o-vision right now, you would be in heaven. If you guys think this is looking good and smelling good, give me some hearts. I haven't seen any hearts from nobody. Nobody's showing any love. But yeah, hey, thanks. There we go. There's a couple coming. It smells awesome. It's looking awesome. And yeah, so see, check out the temperature now. See, now that I have all the burners on, and in this Weber, I don't know if you guys have a Weber, but there's this special burner. It's called the Sear Station. I use that a lot of time when I'm doing meats for the first side. It helps to make the temperature in the grill much hotter. It helps to push it to 700 instead of just 500 with the 3 burners. It adds another burner. So the left side of the grill, left of basically the thermostat, gets much warmer, and so that's why you want to hit your meat there first on that side. And so you can basically see I just did like an around the world. Oh man, look, I have visitors coming. Thanks, Brenda. The visitors are coming. Let's see if I can. There are the ducks. I think they can smell it and they think they're coming for dinner. Yeah, you know, it is kind of a little bit of a science to cooking. And I found now even when I'm smoking meats, it's even more. So we've now cooked it on that side. Let's flip it over. Yeah, see. And that's. Oh, here's another tip. You want to check it. You can check by the texture of the meat. And, you know, you just kind of push on it to see. Now, what a lot of people do is they use their hand, and it's hard to do with one hand, but they basically touch it right along here. And you start with this, go like that, and you work your way down your fingers, and the tighter it gets, that's it. Yeah, Duffy, I'm going to pull it off, and I've got a cutting board here. I'm just going to let it rest now. That's the other key when you're making meats and steaks and that. Let them rest. Just let it sit, let it rest. And then last thing I would say to you guys too, that's really important when you're grilling, let your grill reheat up. I'm going to let the grill run for another probably 10 minutes. And that's so that I can clean it off. Let it get real hot, burn everything off, scrape it beforehand. My last grill, I didn't do that in the beginning. And literally the grates just deteriorated down to nothing. And the whole inside, because there'd be the marinades and the barbecue sauces and all that stuff sitting there, and it would just cause all kinds of problems with it. Yeah. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this. Here, I'll give you one last look here at the meat. Oh, we'll give you the. Should we do the 360 tour? Hearts for a 360 tour of the meat. No, I'm very far from a vegetarian. Hearts if you don't want to be a vegetarian. Man, if you guys could smell this. Oh, we're going to do the drone tour now. Here we go. We're going to be like a drone. Fly over. Hearts for a flyover drone tour. Yeah. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go in, let this sit for probably another 10 minutes. Oh, I never finished it. So when you let the meat sit, all of the juices will suck back into it. If I go inside and cut this right now with a knife, all the juices are going to just run out and the flavor is in that juice. So if you let your meat sit for 10 minutes or so, it's going to suck it all back in. Anyway, that's it. I've got 3 kids that are hungry and a hangry wife. I better go. So thanks for watching, guys. Later.